Hey y'all, it's Liz. I'm on my back porch and I'm going to do a video for you. It's really a nice day today, so I figured I'd do it out here instead of in the room. Wasting my electricity. Anyways, I got this letter, and so let me read it to you and then I'll try to respond the best way I can without being negative. It says here, to start, my guy and I have been together for the past 2.5 years. When we first met, it was pure infatuation and lust, and then it quickly turned into more. He is also my first love and my first real boyfriend. He was so good to me. He wined and dined me, spent time with me all the time, called me every day and every night, took me to meet his whole family on several family gatherings. He even spent his 21st birthday with me when all of his boys wanted to go out and hang out at the club and stuff. The first 8 months of our relationship was great. We were so in love, but soon after we ran into some trust issues and other problems. He had cheated on me more than a few times, and we would break up on and off, and I finally got sick of it and of his cheating, and I ended up cheating on him to show him how bad it hurt. I also left him for that person. Within weeks, he called and begged me back almost every day, so I gave in and I took him back. But after a few months, things began to shake again. So January of this year, I called it quits. He begged me not to, but I told him I had enough and I left. It's been almost a year since the breakup, and I have seen him a few times this year, like on holidays and my birthday, and I really miss him. We both have been dating other people, and all the guys I date, I always compare to him. I don't know what to do because it's hard for me to trust him, but then again, it's even harder to move on. After almost a year, we have started back sleeping together and going on casual dates, but he doesn't seem to want to commit anymore. But the first 5 or 6 months of our breakup, he called me nonstop and begged me back. But I wasn't going to give in anymore and set myself up to be hurt again, so I stood strong and kept saying no. So I guess after a few months of begging, he gave up. It is that we have been separated for so long that he has fallen out of love? But if so, why does he continue to sleep with me, take me out, and tell me how much he loves me? Please, Liz, help. I really don't know what to do. Y'all got that. We've been through this before. Just the situation's the same. The people are different. My first thing to you, baby girl, is to go get this book. Women have all the power. You guys know I'm going to beat this damn book into the ground. All of your questions, everything that you're going through is basically detailed in this book. Women have all the power. Yep. Too bad they don't know it. Secrets every man's daughter should know. This is the book that you need to run and not walk. You need to run and go get, because it will answer every question that you just asked me, and it will talk about your feelings, the things that you're going through, and why he is doing what he is doing. So let me go ahead and just reiterate what is going on. I know that you care about him. Your first mistake is, once you break it off, it needs to be broke off for good. You need to break it off and be done. That's if that's what you want to do. I think you're just kind of teeter-tottering on that fence because you don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. You cannot have a productive relationship while you're still holding on feelings to him. You can't compare other men to him. He cheated on you not once, but apparently several times. Okay, you cheated on him too. But 2 wrongs don't make a right. If he was cheating on me, number one, I wouldn't be like, I'm going to go cheat on him to get back at him. I don't want him to know how it feels. Fuck that. You know, what you should have did was, okay, you're cheating on me, and that should have been the main reason to leave his ass alone. I'm telling you, I don't know when you young girls are going to understand there's shit out there that will kill you. He's sleeping around with all kind of women and shit. Oh, hell no. You can't come swinging over here after you done dicked everybody. No, you can't do that. Not with me. You know, I wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't allow it. Women are different. Think what, and you say that when you guys first broke up, he was calling you nonstop and everything. And did he fall out of love with you? And if so, why does he continue to sleep with you and take you out and tell you that he loves you? It's in this book, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Because you're giving up the goods. You're giving up the goodies. So he doesn't have to make a commitment to you because you're already giving him your stuff. Try to be a peacekeeper. Keep your peace. Keep it. Don't give it to him. He doesn't deserve it. You know? I'm going to tell you. The reason that he's still around and he's still sleeping with you is because you're giving it to him. You're not asking for a commitment. Why? And you have to realize, the way I see it, he's a smart guy apparently. Because why commit to you when you're giving it to me anyways? Why do I have to commit to you when I'm getting, you know, your kitty cat every day? Every time I want it, I can get it. Yeah, I'm going to still sleep with you. I'm going to take you out and every now and then take you to a nice restaurant and whisper sweet nothings in your ear and tell you how much I love you. But I don't have to make a commitment to you because, see, when I ain't dicking you, I can be dicking someone else. Because you're giving it to me for free. You're not asking for a commitment. And do you really want a commitment with a guy like this? Do you want a commitment with a guy that you know has cheated on you and that will probably continue to cheat on you? Men, and it says it in the book, men sleep with women that, you know, men will take a woman home that he respects, but he'll sleep with one that he doesn't. You know, I just think that what you need to do is some soul searching. Go pick up this book. And you're young, you know, you're 20. My baby's 20. My baby, she learned a lot from her mama, because I'm going to tell you, my baby's a damn player. She's strong as hell. She's like, no, she don't give him the time of day unless she wants to. I'm not saying that, you know, she's innocent. What I'm saying is she knows she's not going to be the playee. She's going to be the player. You know, I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do. You shouldn't play anybody. But what I am saying is that you need to keep that stuff to yourself. You don't need to be giving him your goods. He's not willing to make a commitment. Why would you want to give it to him? A man can tell you anything. A man can tell you how much he loves you and he wants to be with you. And I want your cootie cat and this and that. And then all of a sudden he's getting it now for free. He calls you, hey, baby, hey, why don't you come over? Let's hang out. You know, I'm going to call out. I'm going to get some Chinese takeout food. And you come on over. You go over there. Next thing you know, you eat damn Chinese. Of course, you're never full after you eat Chinese food. And then you're making love. Not making love, but having sex. And now he's like, shit, I ain't got to commit to this. All I got to do is just knock it up a couple of times. And, you know, tomorrow morning she'll be on her way. And then I'll call her in a few days and get me a little bit more. That's how men work. I'm telling you, I think you know this. I think you know. You're giving it to him and he doesn't have to make a commitment because he's getting it. Why do I have to commit to you if I'm already getting it? Maybe if you hold back and just say, you know what? I'm going to save my stuff. I'm saving it for someone who deserves it, for someone who is worthy of my putty tat. That's how I felt, you know. And I know how it feels to want somebody and you can't have them because they don't want to play the game right. Well, at 20, I think we're still playing games. I think it's not until you reach like 35 or so, then you stop playing all the games. But I'm going to tell you something. If you will hold out you know, and keep the peace, meaning your cootie cat. You might can move on and find someone who's worthy of the gold, because that's what it is. It's a commodity. You'll find someone who's worthy of it, and who will go through hoops and ladders for you, who will always treat you with respect, you know. I mean, seriously, that's what we're all looking for. All women, man, we want a knight in shining armor. We want that man to be so special, but sometimes we just settle for whatever's out there. Don't settle. Hold on to your peace. Keep it. Don't give him the gold, because he's not worthy of that gold. You know? And I know it's easier said when people say, just move on. It's hard to do when you're really in love with somebody. But the bad thing is, it's terrible. It's the worst feeling in the world to be in love with somebody and they don't love you back. Think about it. If all he cares about is himself, and he puts everybody above you, why would you want him? He ain't begging you to come back. He ain't begging to be with you. Why does he need to beg? You're giving it to him. He's getting the gold, and he don't even have to work for it. Ain't got to dig for shit. He getting all the gold. That's how men are. Men love it when the women give up the gold for free, and they don't have to do any hunting. They don't have to do any digging. They just get it all for free. If he's going to get it for free, let it be with somebody else. Don't let it be with you. And I wouldn't want a man who's out there, and I don't, you know, my thing is, you ain't made no commitment to me. He's not going to. You know, you ain't put no ring on the finger. You ain't done nothing but tell me that you love me and take me out to eat. That's not worthy of my gold. My thing to you, stop giving him the gold. And let him find somebody else to get it for free. Save yourself. Save what's left of yourself for someone who is worthy of it. And when you do find somebody, Jesus Christ, stop comparing, because all men are not the same. Thank God I didn't compare my first husband with Steve. I'd be a total damn wreck. But Steve's a different person, you see? And you have to take a chance. That's what life is about, taking chances. And I think that once you realize that he's not begging you because he's already getting it, you'll stop giving it to him. And you'll move. You'll move on. And you'll find somebody who is worthy of your gold. So, I don't know if that even helped. I was just venting with you. I do want you to go get this book. You can get it at Books A Million, Barnes & Nobles, Borders. I think the library even might have it. So check it out. All your questions. Girl, you read this book, you might be 20, but by the time you're done, you're going to have the knowledge of a 44-year-old who's going, damn, I wish they would have had that, 24 years ago. So take a look at that book. Just realize that if you're giving it not just to him, but to any man, if you're freely giving away your goods, your commodity, your gold, they're going to take it, and they're not going to give you a commitment for it. Men know, she's giving it to me, I don't have to make a commitment to her. All I have to do was, just sleep with her a couple of times, and I got her. She's going to run behind me like a puppy, and that's what you're doing. Let me tell you something. We might have had a relationship, and it's over with now. You're not getting any of my goodies. No hell. I'll save it for another man who's deserving of it. So, if you can make it work with him, by God, do it. But I think you and I both know that sometimes, it takes a house to fall in us to realize this isn't the one. Keep your stuff to yourself. Stop giving it to him because he doesn't deserve it. And find a man who does. There's a lot of good men out there. So, I hope this little bit helped. I hope the advice helped. Remember to love yourself first and everything else will fall into place. Women who seek like this and give out their stuff can't possibly love themselves. You know? We're going to all be hurt in one way or another when it comes to a relationship. But there's a lot of stuff that we go through in a relationship that we can avoid getting hurt by. But we put ourselves out there for that. You know, don't set yourself up to fail. Know what you want. Seek it out and go after it. But then there's times where it's not worth it. You have to know what's worth it and what's not. And if you're giving up your shit just because, thinking that he might come back, it ain't working. He ain't making no commitments. He's not going to commit to you because he's getting it for free. You know, like I said, let him find another girl out there that'll give it to him for free. Not you. And I wouldn't want a man who's out there dicking everybody. You know, I want to know where you been and who you been with before you go dibble-dabbling up in my shit. You know, you can't be fondling my gold and you know, after you done been with, you know, Coochie Mom and Hoochie Mom and all them. So, think about it. Let me know if you're going to go get this book because it's a fantastic book and I promise you, you read this, you will be empowered to determine what, who comes into your life and the way your life turns out as far as relationships. Read this book. I'm telling you, it will empower you. It will empower you to hold off and to, you know, take your commodities and wrap it up and lock it up, you know, and not just give it to anybody. It gives you everything. It tells you everything that a woman needs to know about a man because it was written by a man. Who knows? All right. Well, I hope that helped. Let me know what happens. And I wish you all the best and all the... I just want you to have knowledge of how men are. Just have the knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, you will be empowered, honey. And you'll know what to do. We don't always have to have a man in our life to make it right. So, all right, deuces, y'all. I went and got my nails done, and I think I'm going to go to the mall now and shop. Not for makeup. Duh. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. And if you guys have any advice for this beautiful young lady, please leave it below. Comments below. Nothing. I hope I wasn't negative. I'm just telling you just how it is. All right. Deuces. You guys have a great one. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.